getting out ahead in the second game. To the bottom right of the map, we have once again in red our MVP Terran player. It is a Dream, and his opponent starts to the top left, the Marine Prince, Marine King's disciple. We have Maru.
Maru not making very much last game as he went back. And on this map, described it before, if you guys are tuning a little bit late, there's 2 gold mineral patches on the backdoor expansion, so most players go for fast expand on this map, but Dream appears to have other plans, sending his really early SCV across the map. No gas taken from him just yet, but it looks more likely we're going to see a Marauder attack here since he's only sending 1 SCV for now.
I really like that he's trying to change his strategies this much, and there's the gas. There's the gas for Maru, a gas first.
You know what's so interesting about this is on this map. Oh, will he get scouted? Oh, he sees it.
This is the worst case scenario for Dream. This is really bad. The SCV decides to scout, so what Dream is most likely going to do is completely abandon the idea and will probably just throw down a CC first.
Exactly. Here. Well, he even goes barracks in the main.
Okay.
He sees the gas first and he knows, okay, well, this is probably a better choice just to make the
I saw the gas already. Okay.
Now he knows what's up. I mean, yeah, he just saw the gas, but with the barracks timing, he knows that there was gas there.
Still annoying for him. You could really see that he wanted to be the aggressor in this game, and then suddenly Maru with his own scout is able to spot the SCV.
I like it because Maru is known for gas first, and a build like this can really punish him when he goes gas first, but if he goes for a normal build and goes for CC first on this map, which is a great choice because of the gold bases, it also works out well. So, a good choice. But obviously it didn't work out. We're going to go into a normal game where Maru has a pretty big lead because their barracks are finishing at the same time, but Maru has gas and Dream doesn't. That's the difference.
Yeah. And Maru, once again, aggressive. This is what he's known for. This is what he likes to do. We have him now with a factory, and let's just see how Dream is going to prepare against him this time. The last time we had a very, very economic build by Dream. He's going into the command center now once again, but he knows already what's happening.
There goes the second gas, of course, Dream going double gas as a bullet because he wants to tech up the Vikings as soon as possible so not only he can deal with Banshees but also Hellion drops.
Yeah, exactly. Not only used them, he used them in assault mode earlier. Pulled a little bit of the same move that the Viking in the Heart of the Swarm video was trying to pull up against an Ultralist. Against Ultralist is not the smartest idea. You look a little bit silly. Against Hellions it's much more effective. But of course also zoning out the Medivac is really, really important and will help you so much.
Quite critical to zone. I mean, just if you see a Viking, yeah, maybe you can force the Hellions out. You don't even know it's in the main base, though. When you see that Viking, you're like, I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Maru proxying a starport here.
Yeah, looks like he's probably just going to rally his units over to that starport and drop. He could make a tech lab, but the way he's placed the starport makes it seem unlikely because there's not enough space to have to lift it. So if he planned on going Banshees, it would have been more space efficient, I feel.
Yeah, and if you go really hardcore about it, what you usually end up doing is proxying the factory as well, so that you get a bit of a time advantage. Yeah. But he's not doing that at all, so it looks more like we are going to see him with just the Medivac there in a proxied position, and then a quicker drop into the main base. And there's the Medivac.
Yep, great choice here by Maru. Something that's a little bit predictable, but not quite from this location. Dream is going to be expecting a different angle of approach. Dream does not have a lot of units out just yet. He's getting powered up very quickly by those 2 extra gold mineral bases, but he sees the starport.
Nice.
Such a great defensive player. Dream is all about scouting, all about awareness and multitasking.
He can now set up his Marines at the perfect angle to intercept the Medivac. Shouldn't be a problem for him at all. He won't be ready with his own Vikings in time. Here comes the Medivac.
You know he only has 1 Marine though. This is not going to be enough.
No, not really.
He's got Hellions on the way, but they're not ready yet.
Yeah, and he needs them fast. Oh, great shots here for Maru. Is he able to get in and take down those harvesters? This is actually really, really good for him. I think Dream, even though he's scouted, he's just not ready to face this just yet.
He tried to tech up and get that reactor out on his factory instead of just making a few minutes defensively. The bunker is too far away. The backdoor expansion, though, is still free at this point in time.
It's also about the mining time lost here. It's not only about the SCVs that he's losing, but this is a lot of mining time that he can't use.
Yeah, but remember, he is still mining from that additional base, which with the gold base will put him on about even economy with Maru. I think as Maru is still doing damage, though. And he drops to the second Medivac. Now it's double healing, and he's got so many more units at this point in time.
Doesn't save his Hellions here. Could have microed that a little bit better. Here comes the Viking on the other hand. Nice micro by Dream, saving the Viking. Now he can even repair it, taking out the last few Marines of his opponent. And now attempting to chase down those few medivacs, but a second too late. Dream has his own anti-air unit now.
Well, you know, at this point in time, Maru is ahead in Harvesters, but he still has that back expansion, so Maru hasn't even started yet. And the second wave of units, well, with the healing power of the medivacs, maybe it's too much.
And the Viking is also lending strength now in assault mode.
The Hellions don't do very well against Vikings, that's for sure.
And suddenly Dream is in a really bad spot. He lost a lot here. And he is still down in Harvesters. He's down in Harvesters, but Maru did not even start a command center just yet. He now puts it down, but this is quite late. So at this point, Dream can still get back into a position where he dominates this game. It all depends on how well he defends against this double drop, but he needs to have those units in the perfect position.
Here come the Vikings landing again. This is a great choice. They're just going to force Dream, of course, to land his own Viking. He needs to do it, though.
The army from Maru is just so much better.
He's going to catch this unit as it comes out of the starport.
He wants to take down the starport, and that would be devastating here. Here we go again. He's trying to take down the starport. He's focusing on the SCVs first. The Hellions still being moved back by Dream. Great micro by the MVP Terran player, but it's just not enough as Maru has way too many units.
Way too many indeed. Maru pushes this back to starport. Looks like it may just burn down. Another Viking arrives here. Vikings alone are actually great attacking units when the unit numbers for both players are this low. Starport is lifted. He tries to save it, but it looks like it's going to burn down regardless. No SCVs near to repair.
And this is bad. This is really, really bad. Now, this means he can't produce any additional Vikings. And this is not only important because he wants to make sure that the medivacs die, but at this point, with the production that both players have, even the Vikings in assault mode are important.
Yeah, they're actually really strong units. In fact, looking at these Vikings, one of them at 9 kills right now.
Yeah, and Dream can't build any.
Yeah, you can't make them. And they're basically the battle of units versus units in low numbers, and the Vikings are basically heroes here.
Exactly, and this is what we're witnessing right now. The medivacs are still moving back. He was able to save them. Maru at 50 supply against 31. The harvest account currently 27 for Maru, only 14 for Dream, but he has the double mule.
Man, the Vikings are actually basically the only units left here. 1 hit point on this medevac. With the Marine killed it, that would have been quite huge, but
he would have been a hero.
Yeah.
And constantly Maru rallying units to the bottom right, trying to drop them then with the medivacs. And again Maru is going in. What a fight, what a battle. Constant action from the first minute here with the early SCV for Dream trying to proxy. Maru though, he is taking down so many units. Resources lost, much better for the young Prime player.
Look at this micro, the medevac picking up the Vikings. Getting them out of there, and he can land them back in later if he wants with the additional Hellions. Got to make sure he keeps that one medevac alive that has only 1 hit point. There's one Marine here who could actually just shoot it down if he's not careful. He isn't
There
that
has
careful.
to be a suicide mission, a man on a mission, but no, the Marine is not darting in. Here comes the drop once again. Finally, the medevac is gone, and this also ends a lot of the aggression of Maru. He needs another medevac if he wants to have the successful dropping, but he might not even need to be in that spot because this could end Dream if he isn't careful.
Yeah, the Vikings are really the crucial units here. He's finally taking out more and more Harvesters here, but the thing is, Dream is remaking Harvesters, and I think this attack is just getting less and less powerful as time goes on, and Dream is evening things up.
But we now have 2 bases for Maru and a Harvester lead, so Maru is in the better spot. He also has still a starport, whereas Dream is now just rebuilding it. And Dream is he's so far
really
behind.
The advantage that he had was that his opponent was just kind of donating
And again,
for a while, but now it's
look at this.
He waits for another wave, and this wave is really strong.
I love this game mode. This is such a great Terran versus Terran.
It's epic. It's
this is
very
beautiful.
Aggressive. It looks like a Protoss versus Protoss the way that matchup used to be. Just constant aggression, and one player struggling to defend.
And I love this Viking usage. Using those Vikings to such an extent is great. He gets the reactor, and he's getting even more SCVs.
So few Hellions will come out for Dream, and Dream is rebuilding SCVs like crazy. He's mined a lot more than Maru has overall in this game, but Maru has the better production, like you said. Now that they're both on 2 bases, Maru is starting to make units go across the map by ground. He's just going to walk into the front door. There's no bunker anymore. He salvaged that because he needed the resources. That's how desperate Dream was. And he's just going to drop here into the main base and go for the big attack. And this should be enough to finish the game, especially with his Medevacs getting more energy now.
This is exactly how Blizzard envisioned Vikings to be used when they designed the unit. And here comes Maru. Dream even supply block. He can't build units anymore. He is completely desperate. He's pulling the SCVs off the mineral line once again, trying to assist in the fight. But Maru has so much. He doesn't even have to kill Dream here. If he takes down more SCVs, his economy is just going to skyrocket in comparison to his opponent. And this is Dream's hopes crumbling.
Yep, the Viking is doing so much damage. Finally goes down, but the second wave of units comes in here to the main. The last Viking for Dream is not enough to defend.
GG. Do you know what this game and Maru's micro in particular reminded me of? This reminds me of the match that Maru played on Entombed Valley against Zerg. Was it Roro back then?
I don't remember who it was, but it was
when
insane.
he used the Medivac to just save those Marauders, and the micro was just incredible. This was one of the most exciting games that I've ever seen, and one of the best defenses. Neglecting for a second Tarson's epic holds back in the days. But right now we have Maru and Dream being tied, and I love this. I want to see a third game between the two of them.
Well, it's your lucky day, man. We are going into Akalon Flats now. It's time for game number 3, the deciding match. One of these players is going to Code B. The other one will at the very least be able to go to the up and down matches. This is tense. You know, Maru putting on constant aggression makes him a little bit predictable in some ways, but it doesn't matter because he's so good at what he does that even if you know it's coming, even if you scout it, as Dream did, that may not be enough.
Yeah, Maru is now hoping that there is a real curse of the IM Katowice, that Dream is going to suffer the same fate at first did and ends up in Code B. He wants to win this game, and he did well on the last map. Whirlwind was not really his turf. Dream much too strong on the big map, but then on Icarus, Maru with a constant aggression, never stopping and shutting out his opponent's attempts to claim the game. And right now we are waiting for the match to start. Game number 3 is going to be on its way in just a few seconds. Another Terran versus Terran. Maru is ready, we are ready, and Dream is giving the go-go. We are heading into the countdown, guys. We want to see who's going to advance here at the GSL. Who will survive the danger days? Who will survive the first round? Who will get his spot in either Code S or at least the up and downs? Is it going to be Maru? Is it going to be Dream? We're going to find out right now on Akalon Flats, the third map in this match between Dream and Maru, brought to you by Calder Wolf.